Treating a humble abode to smart devices can help elevate our home and give it an air of sophistication and added character. Hey, my name is Andrew, I'm a digital marketer and business owner, and I'll share my new smart home setup on a budget in this video. I've fortuitously collected smart home items over the last couple years, and I think it's time to take the next step and intentionally treat the apartment to more smart home elements. The goal of the new smart devices in this video is to naturally integrate more convenience and simplicity into the apartment without cluttering the space. And by the way, I'll be giving away smart devices to help you set up your very own smart home space. So make sure you're subscribed, drop a like on this video, and stay until the end of the video for the giveaway. So let's start with the current simple setup. At the heart of all smart homes is the Smart Hub. It unifies all the smart gadgets and controls them from a single spot. Currently, I'm in the Google ecosystem, and the hubs I use consist primarily of a Google Home and a Lenovo clock. I was also gifted an Alexa Echo Dot, and it's just used as an extra speaker for now. The hubs are able to deliver daily news, calendar and weather updates, control all smart home items, and of course, play music across multiple devices. I also have about 20 smart lights across the apartment, from the lounge room to the bedrooms and home office. Smart lights create an ambience that cannot be achieved with standard incandescent light bulbs, from automated dimming through to endless color options and pairing. Almost all smart lights here are exclusively Philips Hue lights, and I'm yet to fault them. They're reliable, bright, with their A21 bulbs reaching 1600 lumens, and the app and ecosystem is seamless. Also installed is this integrated Ermet Moto intercom that allows us to control door access and also the security cameras. The beauty of a smart home setup is its flexibility in featuring as little or as many devices as you'd like. There isn't any really right or wrong way to do it. And now that I have the lights, hubs, and intercom working all together, the next step and goal for this specific setup is to add further smart elements to the apartment without breaking the bank. I'm focusing on security and functionality here while retaining a minimal aesthetic in the devices that I choose. To begin with, I've sourced a number of Aqara devices, which is a brand that creates beautifully designed, easy to use smart devices that are best of all, affordable. For full transparency, Aqara is kindly sponsoring this video, but all opinions are my own. Starting with probably one of the coolest additions is this Camera Hub G3, a robust 360 2K security camera which doubles as a smart home hub. When I say this is a robust smart device, it truly is robust. The 2K camera is powered by a processor that allows for AI recognition. It recognizes faces, gestures, and even pets.
Ready to connect.
So if certain people arrive home, it can activate specific smart home elements to come on and also send a push notification to my phone. I also have it set up so if a face isn't recognized, the camera will record the event and automatically be marked on a video timeline within the Aqara app. There's also added convenience in its hand gesture detection too, which allows for smart and quick access to commands through a peace or OK sign, for example. I've placed the G3 right in the center console in the kitchen, with the 360 camera covering the lounge room and the kitchen. I was initially concerned about privacy, but all the data that is streamed is protected by WPA3, which stands for Wi-Fi Protection Access 3. It's the latest gen mainstream security for wireless networks, plus there is always physical masking if you ever need it. It's also worth mentioning the big plus here, which is there is no monthly subscription fees, unlike the majority of home security cameras out there, and it's just as robust in its feature set as its competitors. The Camera Hub G3 is an embedded smart home hub with all the functionality in the case you don't have a Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or Apple HomePod, for example, if you're just starting out with your own smart home setup. But if you do have a hub, a pre-existing hub already, like myself, well then the connectivity and functionality of the Camera Hub G3 supports basically all the hubs that I just mentioned. Okay, next I'm adding this discrete door and window sensor to the balcony door. Installation is super simple, simply stick it onto any surface basically. So it's a simple discrete sensor that opens up access to a range of new smart home functionality. I'm able to now activate certain lights to come on at night when the door is open, for example, or even activate the G3 camera hub to begin recording if the door's opened when we're out of home, and receive an immediate push notification to my phone. Similarly, I've also installed a vibration sensor here within my bedside table for peace of mind. If I'm out and the drawer is opened, the hub alarm will go off, and again, a notification will be sent to my phone. The device is designed to fit onto just about anything, so you're able to safeguard all sorts of valuables from paintings and safes to your PS5 or even your precious sneakers. As much as I enjoy voice activated function throughout the apartment in this smart home setup,
what's the weather today?
I'll admit I'm still a fan of physical tactile buttons. The wireless mini switch from Aqara is a nifty function. It can be programmed to wirelessly control just about any smart home function to become, for example, a light switch, an emergency button, or even a doorbell when paired with the G3 camera hub. I have this set up right now next to my bedside table for quick access to the bedroom lights when I want to switch them off when I'm falling asleep, or back on in the middle of the night for a toilet break, for example. It's also complemented by the Philips dimmer switch, which controls the entire apartment lights from the hallway. The beauty of these devices is the fact that they all work in harmony and talk to one another and build upon one another to create a truly smart home. And by spending a couple $100 extra, I've added a bunch of new functionality to the space, from security through to the added convenience of automated lights based on a door sensor. It's honestly been more affordable and convenient to all set up than I thought it'd initially be, but just be wary that all the Aqara products will require an Aqara hub for these to work in sync with one another. Now, I confess I love jamming to music or even podcasts in the shower, so I've installed this genius hydro-powered Bluetooth shower speaker. It's powered by the flow of water from the shower head, which powers then the waterproof 360 speaker, so you don't ever have to think about charging it once it's installed. Being a smart device, it also tracks water temperature, water consumption, features LED lights, and is app controlled. The unit is partially made from recycled ocean plastic too, which is always a nice sustainable touch. Speaking of waterproof smart speakers, I've added the new Sonos Roam to the apartment repertoire. The Roam pairs portability, smart connectivity, and top tier sound quality that Sonos is known for. Yes, it's made to be traveled with, but it honestly looks and sounds great right at home. I've placed a speaker in the kitchen display shelf simply because this is one of the last few rooms that isn't covered by a speaker, and it looks perfectly at home with its clean triangular lines, discreet size, and white embossed Sonos logo. It's compatible with the AirPlay 2 and the Sonos app for multi-streaming, but more importantly for this setup, Google Assistant and Alexa is built in, so we can ask it to set timers while cooking, checking the news, and controlling other smart home devices. In terms of specific sound quality, the little Roam here extends itself further than its size. It's well balanced and full-bodied in its sound output, even at high volumes. It can easily cut through the chatter of several guests that we have over no problem, and the bass is again surprisingly good, but given its small size though, of course don't expect it to be comparable to its bigger popular brother, the Sonos One. It is a little lacking in the bass department, and overall don't expect too much to come out of the Sonos Roam, but it is amazing for its size and it punches above its weight. Plus it also looks great in almost any space. So transforming your space into a smart space can be daunting, but it doesn't and shouldn't be done all at once, in my opinion. It's important that you plan out your space and smart home functionality, which is the first step before you go out and buy the smart home devices in the first place. But it's worth all the planning and investment. The smart functionality added to the apartment now, even though they're not necessary, are extremely nice to have. It adds character to the apartment, functionality, and extra security. And as you've seen in this video, it doesn't even need to break the bank either. So if you have any questions on this setup, feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll answer as many as I can. And as for the promised giveaway, drop the code word comments down below, smart apartment, on this video and enter your details in the link in the description box below for a chance to win a brand new Camera Hub G3 to help elevate your own smart home space. And a big thank you to Aqara for hosting this generous giveaway. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.